The hour is late. A hero was lost. And the enemy approaches to render all in fire. Alaroth, I'll guard you yet. May deliverance alight as I become your aegis.
Every day. Wait, did you hear? Who approaches?
The plane of Hypnolotomakia. I have found it. And there she is, the object of my pursuit. I do not seek the seven gods' whelp. I seek you, the last heir of Uroboros. Ah, how good it is to be here in this empire of dream, desire, and fruition, where one is truly omnipotent. Ah, that those possibilities are but ephemeral illusions, as long as I remain caged in the darkness of a hostile realm. I am nothing, where once I was. My name, an omen. My actions, roots of awe and fear. Yet this matters not until I am free again. To get here, that was nothing, for I know this place well, and as yet retain an inkling of my abilities. In Livelong I am weak, but in Livelong I must be strong once more. See my undead legions walk before me.
If it is indeed the breeze of the abyss you hanker for, I believe it best you be kept shackled.
You speak before your turn, secret incarnation. You have not yet heard my terms. I will take you away from here, dragon, and bring you to the city of Alaroth, where my true self rots away deep beneath the cobbled streets, kept alive only by my dormant powers. Free me, and I will free the divine in turn. His notions are but illusions, my friend, as is the idea that you have a choice. To Alaroth we fare. Now.
Be careful, Dragon Knight. Do not risk what the release of this thing may beget for my sake. Here dwells evil. Do not forget.
Knight. Where have you been? What has happened? Does Igerna live, and is the Damned One dead?
You have gained new insights.
What? It cannot be. How did this happen? But what could possibly be more urgent than the great siege that is about to befall our world? Must have seen. Alaroth is under attack. Belegar's bollocks. It cannot be. Pardon my language, my friend, but this is the most fortuitous news I have heard in a very long time. And you have the means to enact this miracle. Then I can only hope your wisdom and judgment run even deeper than that of the savant sorcerer who shields us all. And even if you can free Lucian, I fear it may not be enough to turn the tide. Alaroth is in imminent peril, and she needs the dragon to deliver her. Divine, where to begin? As you have most certainly noticed, we are trapped beneath a canopy of flying fortresses that threaten to destroy the city. Fortunately, Zandalor has a plan, no matter how desperate, that involves you and Alaroth's liberation. Though there is no alternative plan, we did send someone on Zandalor's mission in case you had fallen in the Hall of Echoes. You know her well. It was Commander Rogue who took up the challenge and ventured into the dark. Yes, to anticipate your question, she was placed under arrest last time you met. But the greatest dragon slayer in history belongs in the field, not behind bars chewing old bread, wouldn't you say? What a woman, Dragon Knight. I pray I may soon look into her feral yet gorgeous eyes again. Sorry, I drifted away for a bit there. But let us get back to Zandalor's plan. Here is what he told me. When the fortresses started to appear above Alaroth like black stars in a noon sky, he realized all were doomed unless he sought help. This is why he delved for an ancient being buried in the catacombs beneath the city. It lies incarcerated by the most unyielding sorceries known to any living mage. A combination of locks and barriers. And yet Zandalor removed from it the first spell of protection so he could use it to shield Alaroth. This was a desperate act. For if what dwells there breaks free, a second Damien will arise. Yet it is him you need to find, the tightly chained essence of the mad wizard, Merlin. Zandalor knows he cannot hold the shield forever, so he bid me to tell you you will need to contact Merlin and persuade him to cede to you the Eye of the Patriarch. I honestly have no idea. This man, or creature, was completely unknown to me until Zandalor informed me of its existence. I asked him what he knew and how, but he remained strangely reticent. For the first time since I have known him, and that has been a good many years, I think I saw fear in his eyes. Never have I felt so nerve-shatteringly uncomfortable. Right now it is the heart of the city, the life's blood that shelters it from death. Yet, like any other heart, sooner or later, its beat is doomed to stop. But I can see you are not in the mood for metaphors. It boils down to this. Upholding the shield costs a tremendous amount of mental energy that will eventually exhaust even a wizard's mind. Suffice to say, we have hours, not days. It is a device of massive destruction that will allow us to obliterate Damien's horror-fueled armada. The logistic particulars are unclear to me as yet, but we'll tackle those when we get there. Somehow, you will need to persuade him to give you the Eye. Barter with him. Promise him everything in return, but but do not free him. Even if it means failure, do not set him loose. If you can, bring us back the eye. Yes and no. Before she set off, Rode told me she would consult a famous historian. She believes he would know more about Berlin and the dungeon he is in. Maybe you should seek him out as well. A scholar named Thaddeus. He is perhaps the most erudite member of the Prancing Seahorse. You know this establishment, do you not? The Gentleman's Club? Mind you, it's more than that. Their library is a veritable treasure trove for those with an interest in obscure magic. But I shall keep you no longer, unless you have further questions. Time is of the essence. Time is what we lack. Best of luck, Dragon Knight.
So, now you know who I am. Know what lies deep under rock and earth. Even Sandalore bids you to find me, and you will. Find me. Release me.
And taste my tender pork.
Don't be fooled. Come sample my swords and be seduced by my whispers. Hammers! Hammers and trouts! And a pity that is.
I can't believe it's really you. The one and only Yergos.
Yes, I guess that's me.
You were so impressive during the alchemy contest. I couldn't keep my eyes off your big fire.
Don't cry for me, you band of milksops! Avenge me! Hang, draw, and quarter them! Look at me, dead and burning, but I will have my revenge, Mikara. What a question! On those who killed me, of course. I am Caracalan, a champion of Alaroth, who fell at the hands of invisible beings that tore my mortal shell to shreds. But let not those silver eyes shed mercury tears for me, 'cause damn it blast, I shall yet be avenged. Join me, Dragon Knight, and together we'll slay those spectral fiends, or be dog bone-headed blackguards. They'll cry for clemency and scream in agony. I will meet you at the scene of the crime. Look for the house of Crowell the Sorcerer. Death and misfortune to all our enemies! Huzzah!